Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Shifts and Pucks news pack for Friday, March 18th. You can, of course, follow us on Twitter at Shifts and Pucks, Facebook.com Shifts and Pucks, YouTube.com Shifts and Pucks, Twitch.com Shifts and Pucks. Subscribe to wherever you get your audio, as well as on the Area 51 Sports Network. As apologies for missing yesterday because I was helping out with the U15 tournament out at the North Shore Winter Club. Had an early day. But we're here today. We'll be off to call the U17 Greater Vancouver Canadians Okanagan Rockets game down in Ladner. That's where I'm heading to after this. But we'll have time today to get through the news pack as we have 6 games in the National Hockey League, including the Calgary Flames back in action. Their first of their back-to-back against the Buffalo Sabres. Callie Jarnkrok will be making his debut for the Flames. He will be on a line with Andrew Mangiapane and Tyler Toffoli. That's what looks like his debut line. Of course, Jarnkrok was acquired by from the Kraken on Wednesday. Yeah, sure. We did a reaction to that. I did a reaction podcast to that. You can check that out. We had our Flames podcast on Wednesday. And Jacob Bergstrom is getting the call and goal today. So first back-to-back, they head off to Vancouver after to play the Vancouver Canucks. The Canucks will go back-to-back against the Flames and then the Buffalo Sabres on Sunday. But for the Flames, they just coming into this game, they are 37, 16, and 7. They're sitting at 81 points, 5 points ahead of the LA Kings, 10 points back of the Colorado Avalanche for first place in the Western Conference. And so the Sabres played last night in Edmonton, so they're doing a back-to-back at 3 and 4. They lost 6-1 to the Oilers. So we'll have to see what happens there with Buffalo. But that's what's going on with the Flames. As far as the Canucks, as mentioned, they play the Flames tomorrow in terms of the back-to-back again against Buffalo. After their loss 1-0 to Detroit, it certainly would be pretty important for them to get not one, but at least one. But you would want to get 2 wins for the to get back into that playoff race. Not that you're out of the playoff race, but you did lose ground to both Dallas, who won yesterday against Montreal, and Vegas, who won against Florida. So the Canucks are currently 3 points out of that second wild card spot, which is held by the Vegas Golden Knights. 5 points away from the Oilers, who are now in third, of course, sitting in third place and have won 4 in a row and are getting healthier. So big weekend for the Canucks, and we're going to see what is going on in terms of that. So as the Oilers are rolling, the Vegas Golden Knights last night, Jack Eichel got hurt. He left in the second period with an upper body injury, so no word yet on that injury front as well. We have a couple of looks like we have a couple of trades percolating. The first one from Frank Saravelli, there's a lot of eyes on. And it looks like it's the Claude Giroux situation. Nothing has been made official yet. He played his 1,000th game with the Philadelphia Flyers last night. He is not expected to travel to Ottawa. He will not be traveling, so they are working on a trade there. It appears things are close, and it appears that everything is on the direction of the Florida Panthers as of this recording, but you never know. Something could change at this point, but it does appear, according to all of the insiders, that the Florida Panthers are on the lead in that. Frank Saravelli just tweeted just before I came on that Brandon Hagel has been traded for the Chicago Blackhawks, but no word as to when that was, where that will be. So we'll keep an eye on that. If it happens during this recording, I'll give you a quick update on that. Elliot Friedman also today, just to go back to the Canucks, referred to Connor Garland, and apparently the Canucks and Kings have had conversations about Connor Garland as a possibility of a trade. Again, we'll have to see what happens this weekend. I think we'll have a lot to do what the Canucks do at the trade deadline. In our discussions on the Shifts and Pucks podcast, we do not believe that there'll be a significant move from the Canucks until the off season, but we will have to see how things play out and what's out there. And if the Kings give an offer that the Canucks are absolutely blown away by, it wouldn't surprise me if that happens there. So lots of interesting things on the trade front. Of course, we will be covering the trade deadline as well as on Monday afternoon. Devin and I will be on to Talk Flames, and then Monday evening, the Canuck friends Sean, Tyler, and Chris and I will chat Canucks. So, by the way, Haley, the line projections for tonight: Lindholm, Gaudreau, Tkachuk for the Flames, Backlund, Coleman, Lewis, Jarnkrok, Mangiapane, Toffoli, Monahan, Lucic, and Dubé. Defensively, Henderson, Hannafin, and Anderson. Shillington and Tanev, Zadorov, Gabranson, Markstrom starting in goal. So that is what's expected today. There are 5 other games in the National Hockey League tonight. Of course, the Philadelphia Flyers not traveling with Claude Giroux taking on the Ottawa Senators. The Washington Capitals in that second wild card spot taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. As it'll be interesting to see what the Hurricanes have done. They've lost 2 in a row. The Capitals have won 3 in a row. So we'll be seeing what happens there. We've got also the Florida Panthers awaiting, of course, they acquired Ben Sherratt as well. And they will be in action against the Anaheim Ducks, who look like Hampus Lindholm could be a name that was also mentioned as a possibility. Doesn't look like Lindholm and the Ducks will be making as an unrestricted free agent. Does not look like Hampus Lindholm will be back. The Ducks have lost 5 in a row. They are 5 points back here behind the Golden Knights. They traded Josh Manson, so it could be that certainly feels like sell time there in Anaheim. We have the Boston Bruins taking on the Winnipeg Jets. The Bruins are in that first wild card spot and are pushing the Leafs a little bit here. The Leafs have won 2 in a row with Eric Kallgren. Have increased their lead a little bit from 4 points on that. And then Winnipeg at one point felt like they were out of the playoff. They're right now 4 points out. They've won 2 in a row. And then finally, we've got Colorado and San Jose going on as well. As mentioned, of course, we'll touch on some other injuries. Patrice Bergeron still out for the Bruins. He's expected to miss tonight's game against the Sharks. Thomas Nosek took Bergeron's spot between Brad Marchand and Jake DeBrusk. Anton Baez became the center of the fourth line. Nick Foligno and Curtis Lazar. Jake Allen returned and started against the Stars last night. He'd been out since January 12th because of a lower body injury. Andrew Kopp was expected to return tonight for the Jets against the Boston Bruins. He missed their 7-3 win against the Golden Knights on Tuesday for precautionary reasons after being hit in the head in a 4-3 overtime win on Sunday. Zegmas Girgensons returned last night against the Oilers. Pedersen, by the way, did return. And Alexander Edler is back after missing 36 games with a broken ankle. He's coming back as well. So that's some of the injury news that is going on there. Couple of other pieces of news we wanted to touch on before our pack is done here. It is looking more and more that the PWHA and that whole situation with the Women's Hockey League is looking a lot more like that. Those conversations are continuing. Jeff Merrick talked about that on the Jeff Merrick show yesterday. It here as well, and there. Haley Sullivan confirmed that the PHF and PHWPA will meet with the NHL next week. The PHWA accepted the offer to meet, but the source says full speed ahead with those long-standing goal for a truly pro league. So there's going discussions. Would be great to get that professional women's hockey league going in North America, one that can be sustained and one that is supported by the national Hockey League. So that conversation continues to be ongoing. And as well, in terms of the WHL, Brandon Yager, another name to watch in that 2023 NHL draft in the Moose Jaw Warriors. They could be next in line to be clinching a playoff berth in the in the Eastern Conference. There are currently 3 teams that have officially clinched: the Edmonton Oil Kings, Winnipeg Ice, and Red Deer Rebels. Moose Jaw could be next on that list. Connor Bedard scored his 40th goal. He's just the sixth 16-year-old to do that. Others that have done it are Glenn Goodell, Jeff Friesen, Kim B. Daniels, Mark Peterson, and Dave Passon. Goodell, of course, 63 is the record, but Connor Bedard joining that 40-goal club. And so that is the news pack for today, for Friday, March 18th. Of course, reminder of our word of the week, which is on Mondays and Wednesdays podcast. Opportunity to win tickets to the April 23rd game between the Vancouver Canucks and the Calgary Flames at the Scotiabank Saddledome, hanging out with Devin, Chris, and Sean. Tickets to the game, limo to the game, food and drink at the Pig and Duke as well. And check out all the action going on in the Area 51 Sports Network. Lots going on as well. So we are back again Monday, 2 episodes. Flames trade deadline recap will be Monday the 23rd. Devin and I will do that. And then on the night, Monday night, we recap what the Canucks do as well. So follow us all individually on Twitter: Sean Beardy Canuck03, Tyler TNOBLE, Christian Schneids SCHNEIDZ, Devin Gordhow09. I am KEVOLE. Shifts and Pucks on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and wherever you get your podcasts, as well as the Area 51 Sports Network. Thanks everyone, and we'll talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.